guys, and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, I picked the Hemlock and Oak 2023 Daily Planner for my budget planner for this year, and I absolutely love this planner, guys. If you haven't checked it out already, I highly recommend it. I do have a link in the description down below. They do provide free PDFs as well, since you are, watching one of my budget reviews. Maybe you want to save some monies on your next budget planner. So, like I said, just go ahead and check them out. But other than that, we're going to get right into this, guys. I may sound a little winded. I am sick. December is starting off with one heck of a cold. So, I may have to take some breaks in this one. I'm not sure, but we're gonna see what we could do. So, Hemlock and Oak starts you off with this wonderful 2 years at a glance page. I picked this to do like my projected payoff dates. I used the debt payoff planner app. It's stebit.com. I believe I have links to this in the description as well. But I used that software. I entered in all my debt amounts, and it basically gave me like a projected payoff tracker type thing. So whatever dates they had on there, that's where I got all of these dates in pink. So those are my projected payoff dates. And I just started highlighting the weeks, color coding it, I guess, to track my progress to see how long it took me to pay each account. So this was something new that I did do for this year, and like, I love it, guys. I seriously can't believe that I didn't do this before. It really does help keep the motivation, because when you are paying off debt, it could feel like it's taking forever. So this way, you can actually get to see your progress and be like, oh yeah, that actually wasn't that bad. Like, when I was paying off this Capital card, I seriously thought that it was taking forever, but now that I look at it on the calendar, it's like, oh, that actually really wasn't that bad, that I was able to pay that off that quickly. So, this is one of the reasons why I've been highlighting when I'm focusing on an account. That's what I call it. So these guys were like kind of little guys. Discover was the big boy. I really thought that I was going to get a lot more progress done on Discover. It was a little bit humbling, just because like I thought that I could put this much towards it each month, and I can't, guys. Like, I got other bills. If I could have, this is what I would have put on. But yeah, no. So I gotta try to find a 0% balance transfer for that thing, so that I don't get hit with interest. So yeah, moving on, we got a 1 year at a glance. I call this my dashboard. Simply put, any like major financial thing that happened during the year is neatly put on this page. And again, it is color coded. We have the green, which is my paydays. Red would be the focus accounts that I was working on, and if I did get to pay them off, I did mark it on the calendar as well. Purple is holidays. Blue is birthdays, and then we also have the blue for the main purchases. What else am I missing? Again, I'm sorry, guys, I am sick. Orange is those vehicle expenses, okay? Like, we know that they're happening, but since they only appear, like, every year, you kind of forget when they're gonna happen, so I am, happy that I'll put those on there, because it is a friendly reminder. That's pretty much it for this page, guys. That's all I can really see. I got birthdays, I got holidays, focus accounts, large amounts of money in and out. That would be the yellow, and then the green for the taxes. But other than that, that's it. I'm getting winded. Okay, so the most important page that you will ever have if you are having a debt payoff journey is knowing how much you actually need to pay. Okay, so this is like the most painful page to make, especially whenever you don't realize that you have that much in debt. But it's necessary because you can't really track your progress if you don't know where you're starting from. So I went ahead and listed mine in the least to the largest amount. I was doing the snowball method, and the only exception that you can see is Best Buy City and Discover, and it's because these were the 0% offers. So I had to have them paid off before the 0% expires. So yeah, Discover, we got to get you moved to another 0% card because, like I said, it's not happening, guys, and it's something that I think the sooner you realize it, the sooner you can act and make the best choice. So, yeah, he's gonna get transferred over, and I mean, we're just gonna start again next year. That's all you can do. And at the end of every month, I do calculate how much I did pay towards the debts, and then this is the original detress. So I'm really hoping to at least like match this level 2 here by the end of December. That would be really nice, and I am gonna kind of keep like a little tracker for myself for the month of December, um, just so that it will like help me, try to figure out like, hey, are you even close to getting that next block paid off? Because if so, we're gonna put a little bit more towards it, right? So, I think that's all I got to say on that. And again, guys, I'm sorry if I sound so freaking winded. It's taking everything in me just to stand and breathe right now. Um, like I said, I am gonna take little mini breaks during this one just because it is I'm sick. Okay, alright, so this is where I'm gonna take like a little mini break. I'm gonna get a glass of water, kind of breathe it out, and I'll be right back. Alright, guys, I think I got most of it out of me. Ah, oh, I just wish it would stop. It's horrible. Um, okay, so yeah, while on break, my phone was going off like crazy. Again, the family just knows, when I'm filming. I swear they like have a camera in the planning room. It'd be cool if they did. I wish they would tell me so I wouldn't have to set one up myself. But yeah, today's current status is the Pops is freaking out because he wants to sign in and pay one of his credit cards, but he, of course, can't remember his password. He never can. It's the same password. But he, yeah, he sent me a message and he's like, yeah, I'm trying to get in, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, it's my ginger, right? And I'm like, what are you talking about? And it's, like a minute later, it's like my finger. So I was like, Dad, you don't got a ginger, at least not that I know of. So yeah, there you go. There's your funny haha for the day. He's God, it would sound so much better if I wasn't sick, guys. It would, cause I'm over here just kind of like laughing to myself about it. Like, yeah, Dad, it's your ginger. Um, but yeah, okay, so back to our budget review. We have this lovely month review here, and I even noticed that I forgot to color in some of these days over here, so I quickly did that while off camera. But all I do is I just take all of my bills, okay, the ones that are always due on the same day, they're typically the same amount. I put those in my primary color, so for November it would have been orange. So those are like the must pays, okay? Like you really don't got a choice on this. Like you must pay that bill. So those are listed there, and anything that is optional, typically it's beneficial for my budget. Those are in the secondary color, which would be this gorgeous smoke blue. So these would be like my daily savings goal. Again, it's $5 a day, so 30 days in November, that was $150. I just split it up into two, so that's 75 and 75. Of course, I have the no cards challenge, and I must have been drawing a pretty design in November, because you can see it, yeah, this last week I was bad. But, It's gonna happen. Nobody's perfect. Uh, okay, so then the next one is the Lowe's tank. Again, I'm still paying that stupid thing off. I really do think that's where, like, I was making a lot of extra payments on my focus cards, and it just so happens that Discover in the Lowe's tank kind of happened at the same time. Let's see if we could go back to this. So, yeah, see, I started on Discover in June. I had to get the tank in July. So, I'm really thinking that if it wasn't for that tank, because it would be 1,000 more, so see, 1,000 for each level, right? I would be up to here. So if I did not need that tank, or if I was smart and had funds put back for the tank, that also is another wonderful option there that I need to consider. Um, I could have actually like been very close to paying this thing off. So yeah. One large purchase could really affect how you're paying your debts off. So if you have a setup like mine and you're like beating yourself up because you're like, I seriously don't understand why I can't make progress with this, check back and see, did you have to make a large purchase? Are you making constant payments towards that large purchase like this? That's extra monies that could be going towards my focus account, but instead I'm paying off the freaking hot water tank, so I don't gotta pay interest on that thing. So as you can see, like there was no payments at all on Discover last month. I'm not even quite sure how I did that. I think it's just because, God, the phone's still going off, guys. I think I got away with doing the payments on Discover because I do kind of use it for, like, gas and that. So the charges and the payments I was making towards the payments or the charges that I was doing, you know what I'm trying to say, guys. I'm sick. But if I do take the card and I use it to buy gas, I will transfer funds from my checking account to cover that charge immediately. So I'm thinking that's how I got away without having to pay a minimum, because it did kind of cover the minimum, even though it didn't, if you get what I'm saying here. Too many things are going on in the background. Oh, God. He better not have locked himself out of that account. He better not have. Because I don't feel like dealing with that today. Okay, so I had to pay off the JCP. That was my birthday hair from October. Of course, the crappy shampoo that I bought that I will never buy again, and I'm not giving you the name, but it is so disappointing. I had like high hopes for that, and it's crap. And of course, I had to start putting money back for my rent funds, right? Because Sally messed up, and it's not that I messed up. I should have been paying closer attention to it. I really think it's the increased price of gas. So I'm not used to spending that much on gasoline for the car, and I really think that's where, because I mean it is, guys. It's like I was missing 1,000. We were on the 10th month. That's 100 a month. That's about how much I spend on gas. So that's one of the quickest ways that I could figure out how to explain it, is because it just adds up mathematically. So, oh my God, I'm hoping I don't get winded again. Okay, we're gonna try, guys. We're gonna try. So, when I left Jim's, it was Sunday, November 26th, okay? And like I said, I was coming off of, like, it was an okay week. I mean, it could have been better, but I was just feeling down because, like, why? Why do I have to put these funds back for rent instead of putting it towards my card? And that's what I was trying to explain to myself. It's like, look, any funds is better than none. It's not exactly what I had saved up, or it's not exactly what I wanted saved up for it, but I mean, $276 is better than nothing. So I was trying to explain to myself, like, you're doing the best that you can, buddy. I did cancel the Joann's order, even though they still text message me to come and get it. They're the ones that told me they didn't have the stuff. I've canceled that order so many times. So yeah, thank God it was only like $10. So yeah, we got that going on. That's still going on. Monday, I was telling myself 4 more days, right? 4 more days till payday, which is a beautiful day. So yeah, I'm reminding myself that funds are going to be super tight. That we're getting closer to payday. So of course, knowing that, it should have made me a little bit more budget wise. It did not. It did not stop me from going to Michael's. I don't think nothing can stop you from going to Michael's, right? So they had a buy one get one 50% off on the Micron markers or pens, and guys, all my pens died last week. That was the other thing. Like last week was just crappy. It was like, if it could happen, it was happening. Okay, so Microns buy one 50% off. I'm not passing that up. So yes, even though I know I was supposed to like squeeze the funds, I did get the Microns. I did, guys. Tuesday, let's see. Ooh, the theme of the day is poor timing. Let's see what happened on Tuesday. So yeah, the needs category always comes up at the worst of times. Yes, yes. If you experience this, please let me know in the comments. So yeah, as I was driving to work, I noticed that the tank was running low and I'm almost out of collagen. So yeah, two things that I count as needs, because you're gonna need gasoline to drive the car if you need the car to get to work, right? You can't make money if you're not going to work. So yeah, we had to get the gasoline. Unfortunately, that is on the credit card. That's what the dots are, just in case if some of you are wondering. I do use dots. Then that way, like I said, if I use the card and then I pay it, I could just put the little dash, because then it's, just like it, subtracted from my bank account, if you get it. So yeah, of course, Vita Authority, that always goes on the card. And then if I sell one while I'm at work, I just take those funds, put them in the Vita funds, and then I just pay the thing off. So yeah, Vita and gasoline are both on the credit card, and it's like, come on, man. But I need it, guys. My back does not work without the collagen, so that is a necessary. Like the gasoline is a necessary for the car. Okay, so we're moving on to Wednesday. Again, 2 more days till payday, right? So this is where I'm getting a little angry with this. This paycheck to paycheck thing has got to get better, okay? This is where I'm like starting to tell myself, like, you gotta be overspending, because I don't ever remember it being this tight. But then again, going back, because again, we had the November review, I did find out why it was so tight with the funds. If you remember, I accidentally paid my PSECU loan. I paid it twice, so I am technically negative $100 that I should have. So that does explain my anger on Wednesday, because it's like, how do you only have 29 freaking dollars to your name? And it's, yeah, you should have had $129. Which would have easily taken care of the photo paper and the gas, So yeah. So see, in this way, it wasn't me. It was that I was an idiot and paid the loan twice. So I guess, I mean, that can't be that bad. At least I didn't spend $100 on something I didn't need, right? So in my depression state, I did purchase a Procreate class. It was one of my missions that I wanted to learn this year, and I started in January, did pretty good in February, and of course, with like the onset of spring and that, everything just goes blah. So, I will learn Procreate over winter break. I will do it. So I did pay, well, not pay. I mean, I did pay some of it. I put it in one of those pay in fours. Then that way it wouldn't go on a credit card. But then this way I kind of have to pay it before the end of the month too. So we do have a pay in four for a Procreate class. Whew. I'm getting winded again, guys. I might have to take a break. I'm gonna try to finish Wednesday here. Okay, that's it. That's all the more exciting things that happen on Wednesday, other than Burger King. See, I eat for under $2 at fast food restaurants, guys. That is the one thing I can do, right? Okay, so, um, I'm gonna take a quick break again. I'm gonna check my body. And I'll be right back for this November review, right? Okay, guys, we are back. Oh, this better not be around next week, okay? Okay, so we're finally to the last day of November. And what I do is I do a mid-month review, so that's on the 15th, and then I have an end of the month review. It just kind of gives me like a quick ratio type thing. Basically, I'm checking to make sure that like these numbers all added together are less than that, which they were. Very slightly, I believe I had like $4 or $8 left, but it was still under, and I guess that's all that matters. Oh Lord, I better not sneeze. Oh, this sickness sucks, guys. Um, okay, so like you can see, we were down to the nitty gritty here. Of course, I had to go to Starbucks. Still doesn't stop me. Um, Bert needed food. I had to order it that day, so that's why that's on the credit card. Again, it's like that's where it all like appears at once. Okay, and then what else do I got? Okay, so yeah, Ray, um, we kind of share expenses here. So that's Ray's contributions to the coffee funds, and then of course the Vita funds. He started using the collagen as well. So I put the coffee funds in the stash, and the Vita funds, of course, are in the Vita funds. Self-explanatory there. Okay, so that gets us to this beautiful December. Made it to the last month. Like, I don't know why, but whenever I got this budget planner, I guess it's not a budget planner, when I got this planner and turned it into a budget planner, December seems so far away. So we've finally made it to December, guys. And again, same setup. I just keep doing the same thing here. This month's primary color is red because I thought it looked like little holly berries. And of course, I have that lighter shade of green for my secondaries. And I mean, I don't know what happened, but like we're really doing good for December. Granted, it's only like 2 or 3 days in, but yeah, December's like a whole nother month. I think it's because we started with payday. And of course we started with Candle Day, so it's like all good things. So yeah, we finally made it to payday, guys. Seriously didn't think it was gonna happen. That last week sucked. So yeah, we had payday and Candle Day on the same day. That's dangerous. And for those of you who don't know what Candle Day is, it's the one day out of the year that Bath and Body Works has their 3-wick candles for $9.95. So anybody who is a candle addict knows about Candle Day. It's the best day of the year. So yes, I planned ahead this time. I did really good. I went ahead and made my list. I did add a couple more on once I did do the list, guys. I did. But it's one of those things. I know I'm gonna buy them. I'm gonna buy them throughout the year, so you might as well get them at the cheaper price, right? So I went ahead and got a gift card. I do have it marked. Where do I got this thing marked? Right here, candles. So I am just gonna pay off the remainder of it. I put the 70 some on it, but I still got 100 left. So those are marked here, as you can see. I'm paying off that treadmill that I bought for Black Friday. At first I was kind of upset with myself. I was like, dude, why'd you buy that? You don't have the money for it. But I have been using that despite being sick, and I will have to say I love it. So that was actually worth it. That was worth the purchase there, guys. So the main thing is getting the stupid thing paid off before the end of December again, right? So yeah, no, going back to Candle Day here. Of course it was payday. I instantly put $20 it's 22, but I put money back from each paycheck into my stash funds. Those are like fun funds. Uh, Technically, I'm supposed to save up the funds for something that I want, like that shampoo and that I told you about. I should have saved up $60 worth of my stash funds and then bought it. That's what those are for. I get a little greedy in October. October's greedy because it's Halloween and my birthday, so I'm like, ooh, you deserve it. November, I get depressed. And apparently, I do really good in December, so I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Again, it's only a couple days in. Of course, I got my daily savings goal, so we still got that thing rocking. This is my favorite thing, which I had no idea that I had this much saved up in my Etsy funds. So I had some really good sales last month, and I was able to pay December's rent with Etsy funds. So that was cool. That was really cool. That was perfect timing. So we got that taken care of. Of course, I had to pay the insurance. I've been playing around with a new app. It's called Photo Room. So I really like it, and I figured, you know what, it's worth it to me. It is boosting my views. So that's what the 95 is. Of course, I told you I'm going to be paying that off 25 every Monday. And of course, we had groceries and that, so we got that going on. Moving on to Saturday. I feel like this video is going to be like so long, but I think it's because of all the breaks. Okay, so this is where I'm telling myself, save those funds, right? Okay, so this is the large amounts of money in and out. I do get an insurance reimbursement from my employer. So this is what I use to pay my rent. So, and like I said, me and Ray do have that new agreement for next year. It's gonna make me choke on my words. So we're splitting it in half. So now I only have to pay like $275. So this should be well enough to carry me from January to June now. So it's gonna cover twice the months that it was covering. So that's nice. So yeah, I always want to spend this. Every time I get it, like my initial instinct is spend it, dude. Pay off this account. Like I could pay so many accounts with this, guys. Like look at this, 17. So as of right now, I could get him paid off. I could pretty much get Chase paid off. I could definitely get this one paid off. I could get that one paid off. So I could pick either have these two or one of these, and I can have that thing disappear today. And it would be so nice to. But then again, I would have to come up with those funds for the month, and I would be back to where I was in November. So that's what I've had to train myself over these past 4 years is don't do it. Don't do it. Just keep making those steady payments. The cards will go away. No rash decisions. And of course, we have extra savings. Okay, so this is where I finally realized, like, hey, remember we were putting back funds for rent last month, but then I didn't need it because I paid rent with my Etsy funds. I think I was just in shock. I kind of forgot about it. So yeah, so those extra funds, instead of just putting it back into the bank account, I said, you know what? I still have to pay off those brakes that I bought back in September. So it was kind of like the perfect amount because it was like 276. I need 258 for the brakes. So I just pulled them and paid off the brakes. So those are done. That's cool. And like I do keep little mini trackers back here. Here they are. So see, brakes done, paid off. Lowe's tank is almost there. I got 3 more blocks. This should be paid off in like the next week or two, so that's gonna be gone. And of course my treadmill. So like I said, all of a sudden, it's like a matter of 3 days. Things are looking really good, guys. So, like I said, like things could get real crappy. Just hang in there. It'll get better. You just gotta keep staying and doing what you're doing. And, yeah, so I mean, that's pretty much where we're gonna leave off today because it is Sunday. I do pay ahead. So like I knew Walmart net was due. Walmart's technically paid off. It's the first account that I paid off, but I had to get Bill a walker back in October. Um, Apparently I'm the one that's buying it. So I just went ahead and paid that thing. And of course, like I told you, I got to make that extra payment for City or for the candles. That's that 25 out of that. Of course, I would have capital. So, I mean, I have them worked on the day that they're due, but I do pay these things off, um, like today. Sunday is my budget day, so of course I'll be working on T-Mobile and car insurance later on in the week. So I think that's a good place to leave it, guys, because it sounds like my throat and nose are gonna give out again. So, again, guys, I just want to say thank you so much for watching my budget review videos and sharing my budget journey with me. I love it, and I, I don't really have anything else to say, guys. Probably because I'm sick and I can't think properly. But I guess this is a good place to close out and just say thank you so much for watching. I do greatly appreciate it. And please remember to hit that like and subscribe button to see more budget reviews.